Good morning, Premier Train. What's going on, everybody? So, 3-year anniversary of the Premier Train just happened. Woo! Right on. So you should have started out this morning at 11 over at Will's Treasures, followed by my boy Silver Bull 30, and then Frostbite Coins and Collectibles filling in for Wild West Stacka. Then after that, it was the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mad Stacka. Now you're here with me, Gold Sniping Farmer. After this, we're going to go check out Pistol Packing Pilot, then Ringmaster Ray, and then bringing up the rear in the caboose, the squirrel, Mrs. Coin Crew. All right, y'all. So it's part 2, the final of how I make my fermented hot sauce. Let's get into it. We got a lot to do here. Well, a decent amount. So first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take our fermented peppers, onions, and garlic that we have here. If you can see, nice and cloudy. That means the fermentation is happening. Everything's good in here. I've checked it periodically just to make sure nothing crazy was going on. But no, we are clean. We are good to go. So we pull the weight off. Now you might see some whiteness, but that's not mold. That's actually yeast, which is totally normal for ferments. So don't freak out the first time you ever do a ferment and there's this white stuff on there. You might think that's mold. It's not. So it's totally fine. Nothing wrong with it if you want. You can get rid of some of it. But like I said, it's just yeast. It's natural. It's not mold. So you're totally good. And then we'll just strain this out. Now you don't want to throw away the brine. You might want to use some of that. Depending upon how thin you like your hot sauce. I don't usually use much. I like my hot sauce a little thicker, chunky, kind of come out in gloops and glops rather than nice and thin. I guess, companies might prefer it to be thin. That way, they can get more product. Right? So there you go. We've got our peppers here. Straighten out a little bit. Over into the blender. Get some of those seeds, get some heat in there. Alright, so make sure we keep our brine over here in case we need some. Alright. Now, you don't have to have a crazy blender like me, but it does help to have something really nice to grind up those seeds as well. So this might have to adjust the volume for y'all. I don't know how loud this is going to be. We'll give her a go. Let's add a little brine. A little bit of liquid in there. Alright, so this is where you can get kind of creative at this point now. I love cilantro. This is fresh out of not my garden, unfortunately, but farmer's market. And we're going to add this. Now, this is going to change the color, but we weren't necessarily going for a specific color anyways, and it's so worth it for the flavor, in my opinion. Some people might not like cilantro. That's fine. Don't put cilantro in there. You can get creative. You can add whatever you want at this point. I keep it pretty simple and basic, but yeah, you can go nuts. Peppercorn. whatever you like, kind of flavors you like in your hot sauce. So, oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, she's starting to look good. She's definitely not blended up enough yet. But so let's get that in there. And then the other thing is I like to add a little acidity to my hot sauce as well. So I'm going to add some apple cider vinegar. It'll be a nice little addition. And it's as long as you get some good stuff like we got here from with the mother, some organic stuff, good stuff to have. So I'll add some of that. I don't measure much. I just go by feel. Good probiotics in there as well. So let's keep her going a little bit longer. All right, well, she's definitely ugly. Definitely got an ugly color. It's really ugly. I mean, that's the ugliest color I've ever made. It's gonna eat. It's gonna eat. And then I like to add some local raw honey. This will kind of cut some of the heat down, add some sweetness, and honey's really good for you. So why not, right? Why not? Like I said, get creative, do your thing, make it your own. All right, let her up again. She should be about done. Oh yeah, I think that's the consistency. All right. So next step, you gotta bottle it up, and if I was just making this for me only, I would probably maybe use one of these jars, pretty good sized jar, especially with the amount of peppers that typically start coming out of the garden, or maybe a little bit smaller, but still decent size. These I bought specifically to bottle to give away or sell in years past. And, these are 5 ounces, so we'll just use these for demonstration purposes at least. I'll show you. Just grab a little funnel. Start filling. Oh, and I forget, you're supposed to taste it. So you can season the flavor. I didn't really taste it, but I know my recipe. But here we go. Oh, it's got some good heat, good flavor. It's ugly. It's ugly to look at for sure. It's not a pleasing color, but it's not about the color. I mean, don't get me wrong. We do eat with our eyes, but it is just hot sauce. So that's all you do. You just fill your bottles to wherever you want to get them filled to. And that's it. Well, so there you go. We've got 8 in a little bit, but can't let it go to waste. I'll use that right away. So 40 ounces, and just a touch more. Not too bad. And it is an ugly color. I mean, I don't know if you can really tell. It probably doesn't look as ugly. It's kind of almost brownish. But the flavor's pretty decent. It was kind of a mixed mash of peppers. It's not the hottest because we didn't have any super hot peppers in here. It's some decent hot, but I mean, nothing above a cayenne. So it didn't even have a habanero in there. So you can't expect too much heat from it, but it's still got a pretty good heat for most people. Like I said, you can get creative. You can do whatever you want. It's super simple. Now, at this point, it will continue to ferment. So you want to put it in the refrigerator. That'll slow down the fermentation process. And it can keep for quite a while. I've had some for over a year now. And it's totally fine. So, and then I guess, if you have it in the fridge, whatever, if you think of it, or if you haven't used it in a while and you think of it, you might want to just burp it every now and then just to let any possible gases from the fermentation process out. But if it's in the refrigerator, you should be good to go. I've never burped mine. And I've had, 10 in there. And, so obviously it took a while to get to some of them. And they were totally fine. Nothing broke or exploded. That's never happened. So, but that is pretty simple, y'all. Few ingredients. You can customize it to your own liking. And obviously, if I use less cilantro or no cilantro, it would have actually came out pretty decent red. It was pretty decent color before we added the cilantro. But yeah, if you liked it, I appreciate that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please think about subscribing. I got some killer auctions on Tuesdays. Hopefully some more gardening and stuff like this on the Saturday train. But that's my time, y'all. I appreciate you coming by and checking it out. And I don't know, 475 subs. I'm going to have a little party. Maybe I give away some hot sauce. Maybe this batch, maybe another batch. We'll see. Definitely have some more batches coming. I'll keep you guys in the loop on that. And all right, thanks again. We're moving on over to Pistol Packing Pilot. Link will be in the chat. Thanks again, y'all. We'll see you on the next one. Later.